anyways, our fearless leader has a message for us here.
All right, listen, I don't know where you're from or where the fuck you hail from, but fuck you, fuck the state you come from. Cheyenne, Wyoming's beautiful. Get fucked. I don't remember much of it because I was born there and immediately moved, so I don't know.
The Necronomicon awaits.
A ritual must be performed.
Seems fairly obvious.
Batu, Miranda.
I told you I would find you.
Nani?
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumping night.
It's showtime.
What's your name? What? What is your name?
We are men of misfortune.
I'm so over the show.
Good, go home.
Yeah, and we're so over you. So, with that being said, my name is...
The reigning dipshit.
And that guy's name is Jake. My name is Really Willin.
Really Willin.
And we would like to welcome you to another episode of none other than Men of Misfortune.
That was the hardest opening I've ever heard in my entire life.
I actually would like to call it a soft opening, as they do on Saturday Night Live. But as you were saying...
I am your fearless leader, Tyler Campbell. And to my left, we have a special guest with us. His name is Ben. Ben, why don't you go ahead? Yep, that's your hands.
Yep.
Give us your introduction.
You said
here.
left. I had to make sure which way it was. I didn't know
Vibe
if it was
check.
going fucking
Vibe check.
Your boy is not too smart.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, we aren't here.
You're here. We're here. I think I'm barely fucking here after today's episode we did with Morning Cup of Chaos. Fuck, I am barely here. And
That's okay.
You know what? I just want to thank everybody for listening to our podcast. If you guys love our stuff, if you obviously are coming back to it, share, rate, review, subscribe, whatever you guys have to do to make us top of that fucking chart. I mean, we got ranked 228 last week on Apple Podcasts, which is
terrible, but it's better than not being ranked.
Bro, I mean, that's a number.
That is fair.
That's a number.
Yeah.
Out of all the podcasts,
Yo, it's better than 229.
I never thought I'd have a number in my life. Not one. Like,
not even their social security
not
number?
even two. Not even two. Fuck, man. Like, it's terrible. But with all things aside, we do appreciate the listenership. We appreciate your input. And we'd always love more of both of those. Ben, why don't you tell us about yourself, dude? What's going on?
Man, there's a lot going on, to be honest. Wow.
What's going on with you, though?
That's a loaded question, isn't it?
That's a hell of a loaded question.
I'm putting you on the spot.
I'll tell you this much, man. I'm basically getting the entire right half of my body completely covered in tattoos. And pretty sure I'm getting written out of the will for that one. Not to mention, Mom and Dad are super Christian, and I just got this crazy Jesus tattoo that...
You did. I saw that. I love
it looks beautiful.
It's really cool.
I really, really enjoy it. It's much better taste than what I was originally going to get, which probably would have gave Mom a heart attack.
I believe that's why we get tattoos, honestly, is to piss off our parents.
Yeah. Shock value. It's just like...
We're
you gave me this skin, but I'm going to fucking put what I want on it. Fuck you.
I mean, realistically, we're all still in that, like, Blink-182 stage of, like, man, fuck society, fuck parents, fuck
I'm in that
rules.
what's my age again fucking stage when it comes to Blink-182, because half the time I don't even know.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I resonated so hard with where's the apple juice, because, like, man, your boy be getting high and I can't fucking remember shit.
Hey, man. Happens to all of us.
So I guess we're going to start the shit show with a fucking story, as we always do. My Tinder date broke into my home and filled my shoes with spaghetti. Tinder user Alicia Moy was looking for Mr. Right, but the man she matched up with didn't fit the bill. And after they split, he broke into her home and poured spaghetti into her shoes.
I mean, what if that's his love language, though? You know what I mean?
He could be a pastafarian. We don't know that.
Wow, we're judging this motherfucker right off the bat. I honestly, I don't know how I'd feel. I mean, how many Tinder dates have you been on? Anybody?
None.
Anybody?
Zero.
Wow.
Zilch.
I like my last 3 fiancés.
I feel that.
Yeah, I've been on a couple of Tinder dates, and there was one that like actually stalked me. And when I moved to Dubuque, I ended up getting a private message from her third profile on Facebook asking me why I blocked her and why I wasn't responding to any of her messages. And it was possibly the most ridiculous shit I have ever been put through. Tinder dates are fucking wild.
Dude,
Hold up. Did you move to Dubuque to get away from a Tinder girl?
Next question.
So I never got to experience the illustrious freedom of Tinder.
Yeah, it's not.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, it's
man.
not
No,
worth your
I was
time.
gonna say I got into a relationship like right around the time it came out, and I've been in that same relationship since.
Yeah,
So,
you're not missing much. Honestly,
No.
it's pretty inadequate sex because the girls on there. I don't want to blast every female that's on Tinder, but most of them that are willing to sleep with somebody like me, the sex is just not great. So the relationship is not going well. It's a ship that's already sinking. What, Ben? What?
You're over here self-burning. It's like, dude, the girls that want to fuck me is like, it's just not good sex.
Like bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel. I'm talking like I'll take any fish that's willing to jump out of that fucking sea.
Right.
Dude, the last Tinder date I went on, I took her to Texas Roadhouse, and she
Well,
ordered.
that's where you fucked up.
You know, see, like, okay, she was pretty. She was.
You should have taken her to the shittiest fucking restaurant in town and made her pay.
McDonald's.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
After
Jake.
this, I thought about it, but she ordered an appetizer, like the salad appetizer. So it's a family size salad, but she ordered 2 of them for herself. And so she had like the waiter comes over. I got the fucking some onion rings or some shit. And the waitress brings over 2 big fucking bowls of salad, puts in front of her. And she goes, "What's going on?" She goes, "You ordered 2 salads." She goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Then there's your salad." This bitch ate the whole, both salads. I watched her do it, and they complained the entire time about it.
I swear to God.
That sounds like a terrible
next
fucking
time.
Dude, I dropped her off. She was like, "Do you want to hang out with her?" I'm like, "No." No, I was like, "I can't."
She was trying to take you back to her burrow and put a fucking You went on a Tinder date with like a rabbit.
I was about to say, bro, you sure that wasn't a bunny?
You've been hanging out with Jackson behind our back.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Yo, can I see that carrot though?"
What's up?
You said your ring was 24 carats. I thought you meant you had like some fucking baby carrots in your car.
No,
man.
no, is that not how this is going right now? No.
You know gold's a thing, right? Like, shit.
So a woman was shocked and a bit confused after her Tinder date broke into her house and poured spaghetti into her shoes. Trusting Alicia Moy is unlikely to love and found herself looking for matches on an online dating app, Tinder. And she soon matched with Jordan Cobble? Whatever. But Alicia got cold feet just after moments when the pair felt the gel and she called it off. Then in revenge, needy 21-year-old Jordan used the key to sneak into her flat where she was at work. Heartbroken, Alicia returned home to find her footwear filled with beans and tiny spaghetti noodles, as well as damaged walls, furniture, clothes, and brand new electronic appliances. The quote from this is, we'd be watching a film, and then he would just burst into tears for no reason. I'd ask him what the problem was, but then he'd just ignore me. Then we got together. He started saying stuff like, this is staged. This is the stage of a relationship when everything starts to go wrong. So that's like your first and second or third red flag.
Dude, there's more than that.
Yeah,
but...
I was gonna say.
That's a whole nother flag, actually.
Yeah, it's not even a red one.
Yeah,
it's like a violet, bluish, like, you know.
I couldn't imagine someone being like, we're watching Brokeback Mountain, and this fucking scene just right now with Heath Ledger just getting anally fucked. I can't handle it.
Hold on.
Emotionally.
The fact that you went straight to that movie.
That's the first movie that popped into my head when this.
How often
have
you
you
watched
seen that movie?
I have not.
I
sure?
find that hard to believe. I find that
Promise
very
you.
hard to believe.
Promise you, that is not a movie I've seen, and that is not in my repertoire of shit that I've fucking
No,
seen.
there's not a preacher in that movie, so he's probably not into that.
Go fuck yourself, Ben. Good to have
That's not the
you.
kind of
Fuck you,
motherfucker he
Ben.
likes to watch.
We've been seeing each other for a matter of weeks. It was so confusing. I couldn't understand why he was being so intense and needy. Alicia messaged Jordan to tell him that the fling was off. He blocked me, and that was it, she says. The next morning, I went to work at 8 a.m., and I didn't get home until 6 p.m. I knew something was wrong as soon as I walked into the hallway, and I usually leave the interior door open, but someone had closed them all. I opened my living room door and burst into tears at the sight of it in front of me. He pulled my shoes out of the cloakroom and poured beans and spaghetti in there. There was condiments splattered all over the walls, the cooking sauce poured all over my vacuum cleaner. Still sobbing, Alicia walked through her kitchen where she found a brand new appliances, had their cables cut through, and in her bedroom, Alicia found her makeup trash, shower gel poured down in her drawers, plus more appliances, phone chargers with severed cables. So yeah, this dude just like basically they fucking broke up and shit. I've never been so angry where I punch holes in walls or fill shoes with spaghetti, especially spaghetti, bro. This is like the most important part of this story for me is I fucking love spaghetti, and I couldn't imagine a world where spaghetti is getting poured into shoes.
Do you love spaghetti enough to eat the spaghettis out of the shoes, though?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's no question about that.
There was no hesitation.
No matter the
There was
amount of
no
hours
hesitation.
they've sat or anything.
No.
Like,
No, look at me. No.
just gonna do it.
No. Yeah.
All right,
give
so
it a full
when,
send.
when we go live, I'm gonna put spaghetti in my shoes, and you're gonna eat out of it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
It's
God.
not even gonna be like good spaghetti. It's gonna be like SpaghettiOs sketty.
I can't do
Like-
that. So like you gotta meet with me halfway. So like it's gotta be
No.
half-ass made. Like I need someone in the kitchen like cooking noodles and making sauce.
Dude, hold up. Could you imagine like going to like a high-end restaurant to get like spaghetti
And they bring a fucking shoe out.
and they bring out a shoe?
Just like the fucking shoe from like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
It's got, like, a
yeah.
little, like, but it's full of spaghetti.
Or
some
like you
shit.
go to like Disney World or some shit and they bring out like the glass slipper.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, but at the same time, am I gonna back down from that challenge? No.
All right, can we go back to the fact that it said that they've been together for only a few weeks, and he's already crying for movies and stuff. It's been 6 months. It'll be the 6th month before I fart in front of a girlfriend. There's no fucking way I'm gonna cry in front of her in a few weeks.
Hey, you got a
Like,
good point.
there's no fucking way. Like that right there should be an issue. I understand, like dudes can cry, but they shouldn't that early.
So the breakup thing, or not the breakup thing, but like to cry in front of. I've been with Stephanie for like 3 fucking years. Never cried once. Never cried once. I cried when my grandmother died, and
That's different though.
That's different. I cried when she died, and that was fine. But like I remember driving back from Peoria and having Stephanie be like, "Yo, that's the first time I've ever seen you cry," and it's like, yeah, this is some emotional shit. But like crying during a fucking movie, like who the fuck is this serial killer?
Granted, I'll fucking cry like with Naruto and Jiraiya dies, but that's also fucking
man,
different.
That's an exception.
That's a
All
huge
right.
exception. Yeah.
Vaginas. I watched that. I remember Riley.
And you didn't fucking cry about that, dude? I bawled about
I
that.
wanted to, man. I wanted to. That was really heartbreaking. for me
Anime
to
characters
see.
dying is not my fucking forte.
Dude, you get attached to him, and I know it's not an anime episode, but dude, come on. Like you get attached to him, and it's just
Okay, but during a fucking movie, like what movie would make you cry? Like Marley and
Well,
Me?
I
like
was
old,
just
like
gonna
old
say
Yeller.
Marley and Me.
Yeah, like that.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
Marley and Me, but
It's pretty heart wrenching.
you know what movie made me cry? Actually, the first movie that ever
Titanic.
made me cry. No,
Every time.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Why? What part?
Wait, what part?
The end of it, where like everybody comes back to see Frodo, and like like everything's over, like the journey's over and everything. Like,
Oh, and he's
just-
in the bed, and he
Yeah.
he thinks he's fucking dead, and then
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
like
dude.
you think the movie's over, and he like opens his eyes, and he's in the elven bed, and everybody like runs
everybody
to him.
shows up, and they're just like, dude, you fucking did it. Like you did it. Like you fucking you destroyed the ring of power. Like
That was like
it's-
happy tears, though.
It was, yeah. That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
actual like crying. tears.
Emotional, like
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
fucking
100% emotional. Like I don't know. I just felt it the first time I saw it, and then the music they were playing in the background too. It just
All right, yeah, the
perpetuated
music
that.
plays a huge toll in that.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
lie to you. Whenever
100%.
you talk about the music of that movie, all I think about is Jurassic Park.
Not even fucking close.
No, it's not.
All right, Ben. What's the first movie that comes to your mind when you think about an emotional movie that's gonna make you cry?
Jesus.
That's a
I
good
haven't
movie,
seen
too.
that one, man.
Well, you know what? I gotta say, Passion of Christ. I
was just fucking joking.
absolutely,
All right.
absolutely, man.
Dude,
I've
watch
never seen it.
Jesus get his ass whooped for 2.5 hours.
Nah, dude, the part where he fucking comes back to life, I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you come back?
Why would you come back? Why would you come back from that? You
He's
know?
gonna get the fuck beat out of you again. Man.
Exactly.
You didn't learn the
That's
first
what I'm
time.
fucking
I'll
saying.
do it
That's what
again.
I'm saying.
Okay, so
I actually have not seen that movie.
what would
I mean, Mel Gibson produced it or something.
yeah, and he hates
Yeah.
Jews. He hates the Jews.
Well, didn't
The
he
whole
like
South
shoot
Park
somebody
episode.
too? Like
no. He
That
told
was Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
that was
oh, that was
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Man,
he told his
It kind
girl
of falls into the same category as
Yeah, I
white
mean, they're-
actors.
piece of shit. He told his old lady. He was actually at the Oscars, and I saw a picture of him, and it was like all the celebrities' faces that were surprised by it, and for some odd reason Mel Gibson was in it. And I was like, what are you even doing still alive? Like,
you exist still?
The Oscars is an academy. It's a membership thing for celebrities.
yeah, no, I get that, but like the fact that like he is in that that photo, it blew my mind. So what? I have a question for everybody in this room. What would it take for you guys to go and break into a girl's house and pour spaghetti, perfectly fine fucking spaghetti, into a girl's shoe? Ben, you first.
Man, I guess she'd probably have to like fuck my dad and say that she liked it. Like if she didn't like it, I'd be like, all right, I'm not breaking in. But like if she said she liked it, I'd be like, all right, well this is spaghetti time.
Yeah, I feel like at that point in time you have to sit there and and go, you fucked my dad. I put spaghetti in your shoes. And it has to be like a plan though. Like
Dude,
there has to be something in your mind that what.
And I'm not even shitting you. Like if it got that far and I did the spaghetti thing, like that would probably be like my catchphrase for the rest of my life though. It's like, it's spaghetti time, dude. Like we're boxing.
What was that fucking episode of like Tim and Eric where it's just like, spaghetti? You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
No, dude, Tim and Eric was a show I fucking never got behind, honestly.
Man. The shit was so hilarious.
All right, what about you, Riley? What would it take for you to go into a girl's house, break into her house while she's not there at work, and you know her schedule because you guys have been dating for a while, and you cut some of her brand new equipment in half and pour spaghettis in her shoes?
If I'm being honest here, that would definitely take a lot out of me. Like she would have had to have like cheated on me, fuck my dad, like, fuck the neighbor, fuck like my coworker or something, and then I would probably get that insane and do something like that. But it'd probably be 10 times worse.
Pretty fucking reasonable. What about you, Jake?
So you guys are all talking about like the girl fucking your family and shit, your friends. If the girl takes my dog who I raised, the girl who knows what I'm talking about should know what I'm talking about. I want my fucking dog back. Sorry.
Yo, and like homies over here just being like, yo, the whole reason I'm putting spaghetti in your shoes because that dog needs to eat that spaghetti.
Dude, yeah, I know you're not feeding him.
All right.
What do you got next as far as stories go?
Man was catfished by his own dad, but says it made them closer than ever.
Hey everybody, this is Diabetic Daddy from Misfortunate Media. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Without a healthy mind, being truly happy and at peace is hard. The good news is, therapy works. But what is therapy exactly? It's whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're not feeling motivated right now and would like some tools to help. Or maybe you're feeling insecure in a relationship or at work. Not dealing well with stress? Whatever you need, it's time to stop being ashamed of normal human struggles and start feeling better, because you deserve to be happy. And now, you don't have to worry about finding an in-person therapist near you to help. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Join the millions of people who are seeing what online therapy is really about. It's always a good time to invest in yourself, because you are your greatest asset. Special offer to Misfortunate Media listeners, you can get 10% off your first month of professional therapy at betterhelp.com/misfortunate. That's betterhelp.com/misfortunate. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this podcast.
Wow. Tell me this story is from Alabama.
It's gotta be.
Tell
It's gotta
me.
be.
100%.
Absolutely not. A Hollywood actor and a
Ohio?
filmmaker was open about falling victim to a catfish scheme. So this is Hollywood, bro. This
Well,
is Hollywood.
you can't put a whole lot past Hollywood though.
Yeah, so
Fake guns and Alec Baldwin, sorry.
opened up about being a victim of catfishing scheme by his own dad. When he was 20 years old, James Morrissey was flattered to receive a Facebook message from an attractive young girl named Becca. It wasn't long before the pair talked every day, sharing their love for all the same interests that eventually led to the cyber romance. However, after investing so much of himself into Becca, James soon found out that he was being catfished by his own dad. I don't know how the fuck you figure that out. What does he ask you if you want to go to like a father-son cat or fishing event? Like
how fitting for.
What do you want to do for our first date? You want to play catch sport?
Right. Have a catch in the backyard, son.
Man, wouldn't that be fucked up? Like if you had like. Let's say you didn't know your dad or whatever, and he was trying to reconnect with you, and like
the most fucked up way possible.
You just find out that like he's your dad, like on Tinder, like y'all match and whatever. And like, oh yeah, I have a son that like right around your age, actually. And she's like, oh well, I don't have a son or I don't have a father. Fucking probably be right around your age. Oh God.
What's your name again? Randy? Oh, my dad's name was Randy. That's fucking weird.
What have we done?
That was my dad's name. I'm kind of weirded out that you said that.
I know all about your life. All right. James' dad had posed as an attractive girl in order to reconnect with his estranged son. So he fucking knew about it. He fucking knew about it. Holy shit.
Man.
He had to have been born in Alabama. He just moved to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Morrissey has appeared on HBO, The 6 Lives of a College Girl, which spoke out to Daily Beast about his unique experience, which has now turned into a film. Morrison explained, I took a kernel of what actually happened and exploited upon that. I used my imagination to push further degree of what had gone on even further in that direction, if it had happened. Or, what would it have been if I hadn't found out? Or what if it had taken me longer to find out? Now 31, James Films' I Love My Dad premiered on SXSW Film Festival over the weekend. The Passion Project documents James' character struggling with the disappointment father figure before he decides to cut off all contact and block his father's number and social media accounts. The father, played by Patton Oswalt, became desperate to rebuild the relationship with his son, and so much so that he decides that the fake profile to contact him. A cruel twist of fate, James' feelings began to turn romantic in the movie tracks as his growing affection towards his dad. So at one point in time, he wanted to fuck his dad, bro.
What the fuck?
Do you think a dick pic was sent?
Oh my God!
There had to be a dick pic. There had to be a dick pic. There's no way that there was no dick pic involved. Like he probably got that dick pic and he's like, nice, my son grew up into be a man.
Dude, what about this though? Like, dick pic sent to said female that's being, he catfished the dad, and then he just sends dick pic back, and he's like, that looks familiar. Like, why does it look like mine, only like bigger?
I remember that circumcision. I remember that mole next to that dick, dude. That looks like my dick, but with that mole. That's weird. Are you my son? Oh, God.
But, like, be on the other end of that. Like, the son doesn't realize that he's being catfished by a female just to get that message of, like, hey, are you my son? And you'd be like, wait, am I fucking my mom? Like, am I talking to my mom right now? And he's like, nah, bro.
Even worse, it's your dad.
Hold on. So have you guys ever been catfished?
No. I honestly can't say.
Yes, I have been.
What was it like?
It was the most disappointing fucking thing of my entire life. It was a girl from Rantoul, and I got a message from her, and we were talking for, I don't know, like a month maybe. And I went to go to my grandmother's house to go hang out with her. And I was like, hey, Grandma, I'm going to slide on out. I'll be right back. And I went to go see this girl, and she walked up from the football field. And I was like, you don't look like your pictures. So I talked to her for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then I turned around and left. That was my experience.
What was her name?
So
Stacy.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well, that's why.
Yeah. What? You're telling me you met a bad Stacy?
No. I mean, I got a story about that, but I'm not gonna bring that up right now. But, dude, okay, so I got a confession. I have catfished before.
You've been the catfisher?
I've been the catfisher somewhat.
You're a special kind of piece of shit.
It's not like in the pictures or like what I look like or anything like that. I matched with this girl on Tinder, and We were talking back and forth through text message, obviously, and like we never talked on the phone or anything like that. And we set up like a time to meet, and like last minute she hits me with like, "Oh, just so you know, like I'm deaf, like I need to sign language to talk to people, otherwise like we can text message like while we meet up or whatever." And like me just thinking that I can crash course this fucking
That's not how that is not how ASL works.
No,
bro.
it's certainly not. And I learned that the hard way. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, like that's totally fine. Like I know like quite a bit of like sign language, you know, whatever the hell." And like I at the time, like I did actually know like a little bit of it.
Probably like your ABCs and shit.
Yeah, like ABCs, you know, like the regular things of like, "Hey, how are you doing? Where's the bathroom?" Stuff,
Yes, no,
stuff like that. Yeah. So like I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'll just crash course this like a week before we're gonna meet." Oh my God, there's so much. Like it was overloaded. It was overloaded. So like I go to meet her and she's just full signing. No phone, whatever. Full signing to me, and I'm like,
I think you want my best friend right here.
Yeah.
That's the friend you want.
Yeah, and like the worst part about it was she was so attractive and we had like so much in common. But
wait, how'd you know?
That one thing of me being like, "Oh yeah, you're good. I know so much about this," was like the deal breaker sort of deal. She's like, "Yo, like if you would have told me that like you didn't know signing, it would have been cool, but like why'd you have to do that to me?" And I'm like, like I feel like such a piece of shit.
I've been there where you go to try to like impress a girl.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Yeah, no, I can do this. I can do this." And you think you have enough time to learn it and be good at it to impress this fucking girl. And you get to this point and you're like, "Fuck, I know how to say 5 words. Like, what am I going to do in this situation? I honestly don't know what the fuck to do." And it gets to that point and you're like, "So I'm a huge fraud. I don't know what to tell you."
Yeah.
I fucked
like,
up.
That's exactly how I felt too. And like at that point I'm sitting there contemplating like, do I just keep using the same signs over and over and over? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
You just start using like Naruto symbols, like
hi, just like keep fucking waving at her. And just,
Well, like the worst part is like most of the fucking language that I know is like curse words. So I couldn't even fucking do anything.
I know the alphabet. I know how to say yes, no, bathroom, to go fuck yourself. I love you, and there's like a few phrases like that. Like, but if I came up to somebody that knew ASL like fluently, fucked.
Oh yeah, and like I actually dove into it a little bit farther. Like afterwards, like I know quite a bit more now than what I did back then. But there's actually like slang.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's literally just language. That's what it is, and it's crazy to like.
It's how you wave your arms at a certain point.
Yeah, exactly, and like.
What about?
I don't know. I just had to get it off my chest.
What about you, Riley? You ever catfish anybody? You ever told a fib?
Nah, I couldn't really say that. I had a lot of online girlfriends back in the day, like when I was like 18, 19. And like, dude, some of these chicks would be fucking weird, like weirdly obsessed with me, just like messaging me all day, like, "Hi, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Well, you haven't messaged me in like 2 days," and I'm just like, "Sorry, I have a fucking life. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you right now." And they would just like flip out at me and try to guilt trip me. I'd ignore them. They'd message me like 2 days later, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Just stupid shit like that. I mean, I wouldn't really call it catfishing.
No. It's like it's an online relationship, dude.
Yeah.
And like you have a life outside of the online relationship, and then whenever you do that, you have this like moment where you're like, "Fuck, do I want to continue this? Because she is blowing up my shit, and I don't have time to even reply hi. What's the point of this? What's the point? We're wasting everybody's time right here."
Dude, people like that, like if it's not like the 2-day thing, which that's completely fucking understandable. But I had a girl one time where I opened a Snap and it was something completely like we weren't talking about anything. It was a picture of like a beer can, and like you wouldn't respond because how do you respond to that? And then half hour goes by, she was fine. I guess you hate me. I'm like, what? Like, how do I respond to your fucking Snapchat? Like, I don't fucking get it.
I couldn't fucking do it, man. I couldn't have. I tried the online relationship thing a couple times, Florida and Georgia and places that I'd never go and visit. But like,
No, I got catfish once. I was on Tinder about a year or so ago, and this girl was a fucking 10 out of 10. I was like, "There's no fucking way this is real." But like, she kept like everything she was saying, pictures, blah blah blah. It was all fucking for real. But then I met her in person, and like, picture is 10 out of 10. What I saw in real life was a fucking dump truck. And like,
I feel that.
Like I saw her, I had like double take. I'm like, she's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick you up." I was like, "Huh?
Who are you here for?"
She goes, "Yeah, I'm here to pick you up, Jake." I'm like,
Robert.
To
I am Robert.
to steal my kidneys, or
Nah, it was kind of
what do I have to give you in return? Because you're so fucking hot. Jesus Christ.
All right, Riley, we got next.
Well, we're going to move on to our next story here, which the headline of that is Man Eaten by Piranhas After Jumping into a Lake to Escape Bees.
What a fucking
dude,
thing.
what a fucking Saturday.
We're coming at you here from Yahoo News, who Brianna Tolhe has said, a bizarre turn of events has led to the death of a 30-year-old man in Brazil. The man was fishing with two friends on a farm in the municipality of Brasilandia de Minas on Sunday when he jumped into a lake to escape a swarm of bees. The fire department told local publication Estado de Minas his frantic friends also followed him into the water.
Did they die?
Wait, yeah,
No.
I was gonna say.
No.
It was just the
just
first
the one-
guy.
Just the main guy.
Like
Yeah.
the piranhas are like, "Yo, you disturbed our waters." No, fuck the other guys. This
It's
is
not
the
enough of us
main
to
one.
keep eating all of you. We're just going to eat
We want
guy.
this one.
We're hungry.
You guys are safe.
Say we're hungry, but not that hungry.
He brought bees into our fucking turf, all right?
You
Our
brought
worst-
bees into my house.
Our worst enemy. You keep your bees out of my fucking house.
You keep your bees out of my wife's fucking...
I'm going to. Moving on, firefighters said they found the man's body about 4 meters from shore. They told Estado de Minas that the man's face and other parts of his body had been torn apart by the razor-toothed carnivorous fish. Piranhas are freshwater fish who are native to the South America but have introduced to the numerous other areas like North America,
Really?
Central America, and even Hawaii, according to the animalcorner.org. They have a row of sharp teeth on both jaws and typically eat fish, crustaceans, birds, and rodents. Fatal attacks on people are uncommon.
Yo, I'm pretty sure Jeremy Wade from River Monsters debunked that.
Yeah, the guy from the...
River Monsters.
Not River Monsters, but the Brave Wilderness?
Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness?
Yeah.
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 I thought it was Brave Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness is the movie. It's all fucked up.
It is.
I don't think that's right.
Brave Wilderness is the guy who goes and gets like stung and then has to explain like how.
Oh no, that's definitely not a Strange Wilderness.
No,
they
I'm
go
pretty
fucking
sure-
hunt Bigfoot.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Steve-O. He gets
No,
stung. and
It's
then-
not
motherfucker.
Wild Boys.
No, this is not Wild Boys. I think I
I'm
thought
pretty
it
sure
was
it's Brave Wilderness.
Brave Wilderness. And yeah, he like took his hand and he like cut some meat and he let it bleed and he fed it to the piranhas and the piranhas didn't go after, or it went after it. And then I think he like pricked his hand or something, or he shoved his whole entire hand in the water and they didn't do shit.
Yeah,
Man, is this guy trying to be like a superhero? Just
no.
like eat my blood.
Oh no,
eat
literally,
him,
like he gets fucked up by every like indigenous insect in very dangerous places.
Do you remember?
I swear
Do you
to
remember
God.
the? Do you remember the murder hornets that
Yeah,
were?
he
that
made a
were-
video.
yeah.
He made a video of him getting stung by one. Like he went out into the wild and captured one where they're indigenous to, and then stung himself with it.
Yeah.
So this guy
Yeah.
is like the knockoff brand of like Steve Irwin.
Yeah, you
yeah,
could say
except
that.
for he
he's-
goes out and does it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Steve Irwin's like, oh, crikey, we've got a fucking live one here. It's gonna fucking, if it bites you, you're fucking gonna die. This guy is like, hey, y'all want to see me get bit?
like, yo, that's what happens when you get bit.
So he's like Steve Irwin knowledge meets jackass Steve-O Wild Boy.
Exactly.
Yes, you could say that.
See, I'm
Okay.
pretty
I'd say
sure Jeremy Wade actually jumped into the river full of piranhas.
Yes, I saw that episode.
You did okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah.
wrong about that. Yeah.
So I like, that's what blows my mind is like this guy fucking died by the piranhas, even though they're not like people hungry. It's kind of like sharks. Like they're not biting you to kill you. They're biting you to see what the fuck's up.
Or like, because if you're swimming on a surfboard, they think it's a seal.
Yeah.
And that's why we'll
They
attack
think
it.
it's an injured seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blows my mind. What else does the story fucking say?
That's it, man.
That's the whole story.
That is the whole story.
Did he die?
No.
Dude, that sounds like that's got cover up written all over it.
Yeah, it really does.
Just mine, man.
Dude,
Just
is there
mine.
like some mafia shit going on in wherever the hell that was from?
Could be.
South America?
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, most
so
likely.
definitely like cocaine fucking involvement.
You think cocaine had something to do with these piranhas right now?
No, I'm thinking like some
These
sort
some
of
jacked ass fucking piranhas.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying the piranhas are fucked up on cocaine. Although that would be a hell of a story.
That'd be fucking wild.
That'd be a hell of a story.
Piranhas high on coke eats man alive.
You got a double take? Like, wait,
do
what?
you ever see in the fucking Gulf of Mexico, like the turtles roll up to the fucking shore, like get caught like swimming around with like kilos of cocaine strapped to them?
What? Shut the fuck up,
dude.
How do you know where they're gonna land though? I mean, I understand if they have like a migration pattern.
They probably have
but,
fucking chips on them. I don't fucking know. They're turtles, man.
They're just fucking turtles, man.
They're going.
Oh, that would explain so much about Nemo, though.
Yeah, I'm about to bring it up. Like, they're in the fucking jet stream, just fucking cruising around.
And of course, you know that turtle was doing fucking drugs. You'd be like,
Oh,
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Far out. I got this bag of coke strapped to the back of me. I'm smoking some weed.
We're going fast, bro. Not the speed you're thinking of. Just fucking zooming out of there.
I fucking could not imagine what a piranha, a whole family of piranhas would be like on blow. Just like, well,
Oh,
for
man.
one, like they'd probably be smoking a pack and a half like every hour.
Dude, that'd be a hell of a fucking song title, though. Just like Coke in the Waters.
Coke in the water.
Yes.
Piranhas biting high.
All right, Jake, what we got next?
Okay, so man found out his fiance was his cousin after they had kids.
An awful lot of incest today.
Yeah.
How many kids, though? Because I feel like after one,
Yeah,
you'd
they
know.
pluralized that for a reason.
Well, it's plural, so I'm not really sure. But a man married his partner and went on to have kids with her, even after finding out they were related. So he knew and then had kids with her.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
So that's how it starts out.
What a family reunion.
Jesse Stay found out his fiance was actually his distant cousin, but the pair already had kids by this point. So, okay, so he found out after they had kids, but I guess, I don't know.
Do you put him down?
I feel
He like talks to us. He's like, "Yeah, I'm your dunkle," and he's like, "You're what?" I'm like, "Your dad and your uncle. I'm your dunkle."
Man, I feel like he paid.
Dunkel.
I feel like he paid for. Say it again.
Which one?
The whole article.
Okay, so the man
whole
found out his
thing.
fiance was his cousin after they had kids.
Yep. After they had kids, and then after that.
Okay, so a man married his partner and went on to have kids with her even after finding out they were related.
Even after. What's after that? Hold on. I'm coming to a point. I swear.
Slowly but surely.
He's getting there.
All right, Jesse Stay found out his fiance was actually his distant cousin, but the pair already
Distant. There it is. There it
but the
is.
pair already had kids by this point.
Dude, I feel like he paid for that article to say distant.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
There's no fucking way that this dude was like, guess what? I fucking banged my cousin.
Yeah, like he paid for that article to say like, hey, distant though.
He told his unusual story on his TikTok account. God damn it. West Elm Jesse, what's his TikTok name, I guess, sharing a clip which explained the family connection.
Shout out to that.
Yeah. Plug us in your next fucking incest story. I mean,
We got this, bro. We got your back. I mean, I'm not supportive of what you did, but like, hey, man, family's family.
Yo, keep sending us funny shit.
all right, so he explained in the video, quote unquote, turns out my ex and I, so now they're exes, I don't fucking know, the story's all over the place. Quote unquote, turns out my ex and I were third cousins once removed.
Then what did he do? Jump in the fucking gene pool and go right back to another cousin? He's like, you know what? Family's close, but like, that's the only thing that matters.
Fucking
Yeah,
Vin
right.
Diesel here. It's
Yeah,
all
I was
about
about to say.
family.
About to say, fucking Vin Diesel over here, like, family first, yo. Fuck him
Yeah,
first.
6 movies later, we find out he's got a brother. Wait, what?
Yeah, no shit. I just fucking watched that the other day too. Not even gonna lie.
So then he goes, quote unquote, my ex and I were engaged and I ended up taking a family history class. And while I was taking it, I went in and I was looking over my genealogy and I shared it with my then fiance and she recognized the name on there and I'm like, oh shit. We had the same common ancestor and we did the calculations which made us third cousins once removed, which meant her dad was my third cousin and our kids were actually technically our fourth cousins.
Hey guys, it's Tom with the Magic Wand from Misfortunate Media. If you made it this far in the episode, we stopped for a beer run, but check out our other shows, our deep dive show, Morning Cup of Chaos, our anime show, Now I Mention Everything, and our new show, Men of Misfortune. You can check us out on any streaming platform or anywhere you listen to your podcasts.
Hey, so back to the story. These next two quotes are from the guy. It says, Jesse says he's from a Mormon family where it can be common to discover you and your partner have more distant relatives in common. And then he goes, quote unquote, you can technically marry your third cousin once removed, but we do kind of look alike around here.
Is this from
Around
Utah?
here?
Yeah.
Is this from Utah?
It's from Utah.
It's from
No,
Utah?
sorry. I don't know where it's from, but
He said Mormon, so let's just go ahead and assume Utah.
We'll assume Utah, so that makes a lot of sense.
We don't have any listeners in Utah, so...
Oh, so fuck them, man.
Yeah.
Stop coming to my fucking door.
Yeah, what the hell, Utah?
Please come to Ben's door. He lives at... That was where you're supposed to put your address in, so we could all come to your house.
I don't care, dude. 510 South Jackson Street, Lancaster, Wisconsin.
All right, so you need to go there.
Bring
you need
it,
to
bro.
send all your fucking profits there and make sure that it fucking comes through with a wordful meaning. It doesn't matter time or day. He's always open for opening the door.
Absolutely, dude. And I'll tell you what, like, you wanna come with like bad vibes or whatever it is, dude. I got a cop car now, so like I'll pull you over. I'll absolutely put you in the back seat and like maybe put some handcuffs on you, and shit can really get real.
Dude, don't fuck me later.
All right, so next story we have poop drops from plane and covers man in his garden.
So
dude, what a shitty situation.
Hold on.
I didn't even get the first word out.
The entire plot of Joe Dirt? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Pretty fucking much.
Life's a garden. Dig it until you get shit on.
Is that a peanut? Nah, it's a space peanut.
Yeah, you can tell right here. You can see this little peanut. Yeah, that's
It's called bowling bones.
If you think you're having a rough day, spare through a man minding his own business in his garden, only to be covered by feces falling from the sky. Oh my God! The man, a resident of Windsor in England, experienced an unfortunate accident in July. The Royal Brought of Windsor in Manhattan. This is all English. Maidenhead. Aviation form heard earlier this month. Karen Davis, ward counselor. This is all in English, and it is so hard because the words that they use are different from ours.
I mean, you do speak English, right?
No, but do you understand?
You don't speak English?
Do
He
you
said
understand
no.
that? Do you understand the English accent compared to, or the English language compared to ours is completely different?
No. So he's speaking Midwesterner right now.
Yeah, I'm
and
speaking like howdy y'all, and like these people.
That's
are,
Southern.
What?
Howdy, y'all,
dude,
Southern.
Howdy, y'all, is Southern.
Yeah, but we're from America, so like that's how everybody thinks. You ever
No,
see-
We're more ope.
Okay, but listen, when you're out of this
sorry,
country,
bud.
like half of our listeners are, like when you're out of this country and you have somebody who's like an American, they think, howdy y'all, like welcome to America where everything's bigger and better.
Dude, realistically, the way that we look at Florida is the way that the rest of the fucking world looks at America.
Yeah, honestly,
Like,
yeah.
It's fucked up.
So Karen Davis, ward counselor for Clear East, told the forum normally sewage from the plains was frozen, but this was not the case for this instance. His whole garden was splattered in a very unpleasant way, she said. He was out in the garden at the time, so he had had a really horrible experience with the whole garden and garden umbrellas, and him being covered in this, which absolutely was dreadful. See, who the fuck speaks like that? I'm just saying. Like, I got a lot of these stories from England.
I don't think it was dreadful. I think it was shitty.
My man.
I mean, Home Slice should have been happy about the whole endeavor because I'll tell you what, he's in his garden, right? What helps gardens? Fertilization.
Yeah,
like
other people's shit.
Yeah, dude. Like he's
crops, dude.
getting free fertilization for his garden. just so happens that he's standing there, just like, yo, this is what your plants experience.
Yeah, like, okay, people who don't understand the Midwest, like how you crops and shit grow, like you spread fucking manure everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'll give it to you.
So, like, he's getting free fertilization to his fucking garden. So,
dude,
thank you and not bitching about it.
Shit, though.
Yeah, but
it's helping his garden out. Fuck the guy.
Exactly. Like, oh, just because he got covered in shit, he's like, well, only my plants should be covered in shit. Like,
I'm just saying, would you be okay with somebody covering you in doo-doo?
That depends. Is that in the bedroom or is
no,
it like
no. You're outside minding your own fucking
All right,
business,
all right.
planting some fucking daffodils, and all of a sudden someone doo-doos on you,
So
bro.
what you're telling me is that I'm going to be brown and erect in public?
Yes.
Within your neighborhood, yeah.
I feel like that would be a new kink.
Dude, that is one way to meet your new neighbors.
I am so sick of this.
That is a beautiful way to meet your new neighbors.
Like you're outside covered in shit and rock hard.
Dear fucking God, who have I teamed up with? Davis was horrified by the incident, added the man followed up with the local council, environment of health and department. He also spoke with Heathrow Airport and Civil Aviation Authority with the airline about the matter. The council hopes it will never happen again. I mean, that was pretty much it.
God, I kind of hope it happens again.
Yeah, kind of. I do too.
I couldn't imagine getting doo-dooed on, though. Like, I straight up, like, minding my own fucking business, planting my, like, dumbass plants, and some plane, like, lands over, and you're like, oh, what a nice day. Like, when I watch planes at night, I told you this. I straight up was honest with you. When I watch planes at night, when we're outside smoking a cigarette at work, I look at them, and I just wait for them to explode. That's just my mind. I couldn't imagine looking at a plane all of a sudden getting doo-doo rained on me. I'm just saying. We live by an airport.
All right, so like how would you feel if like your dream came true, you're looking at the airplane, smoking a cigarette, it explodes, and then oh no, a brown shower. Like your dream, the absolute pinnacle, and then just
I don't know if that would be a dream. I don't know if that would be a nightmare, like how I'd react. I just always see, like, when I see a plane take off, I always look at it and go, wouldn't it be weird if that plane had just exploded? Like, that goes through my mind every time I see a fucking plane
Like,
take
you kind of want to see it one time in your life, but then you don't want to see it because that's, one, awful, because people die and shit.
Exactly. It's like a train wreck that you can't unsee.
Well, I mean,
it'd be kind of cool to see a train wreck.
It would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, but then at the end of it, you realize you just watched like a couple people die.
No, like
a couple?
Yeah, just
no, like not like a passenger train, like a transport train, like not like for material coal.
Let's say there's a couple that are.
Let's
say there's two people trapped on the train tracks that their truck ran out of gas and it just so happened to be on the train tracks.
Well, I thought we were talking about the plane blowing up. A couple of people die. I'm like, yo, that plane is full, most likely. Like,
dude,
depending on what flight you're on, like
Delta.
Could you imagine could you imagine
full
like
plane.
you taking off in the plane?
Oh,
like,
so it's all poor people, so we don't care.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. The plane is full of people.
That'll have to be edited out.
So could you
Rich
imagine?
and poor. No, we're fine with this. Rich and poor, we're all over the place.
Could you imagine like so people like when they take off, like people are praying that they land safe, but only one person fucking prays it lands safe, and the plane crashes, and that one person fucking lives. Think there'd be some questions?
Oh, there'd be a lot of questions.
Yeah, I saw that on Family Guy, and he went home and he beat his wife.
What? I don't think I saw that episode. What?
It was Peter sitting in the bar. It was Peter sitting in the bar, and he was watching the news, and it was like, yeah, tragically, there was a plane that crashed. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like crashing into an orphanage. This is what it looked like crashing into an orphanage full of bunnies. This is what it looked like crashing into an orphanage full of bunnies and people, but the one person survived, and then went home and beat his wife. And he just showed him hitting his fucking wife. Like, why did you make me do this?
I feel like it led up to that. Like, homeboy just survived an entire plane crash, and he's like, you know what? She's been stepping over me for way too long. Jesus is on my side.
I got this. I swear to God, I understand exactly how he feels. I'm going to go home. I'm going to live a traumatic experience and just go home and just beat Stephanie.
What's going to... Oh, fuck.
I love her. I'm never going to hit her. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought she'd whoop your ass, not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, Stephanie would beat my ass. So, speaking of airplanes,
We'll backtrack
women
a little bit.
in a relationship with toy planes says he's never been the best partner she's ever had. A woman in Hungary has opened up about how she has found love with a toy plane, which she now shares a bed with and kisses every single morning and every single night.
All right, how big is this plane?
It's pretty fucking big.
No wonder.
Wait, is there a picture?
Well, no wonder.
Yeah. We'll get around to that. Sandra, 28, from Budapest, says that the toy jet is the best partner she has ever had. After a turbocharge her love for her life, the Hungarian has been obsessed with planes since she was the age of 3 and dreamed her entire teenage years about working on them. In 2001, she finally secured a job working in aviation industry surrounded by her favorite things, planes. Previous... I love how it has in quotation marks, previous human partners had no issues with Sandra's interest in flying metal objects, but she decided to dive into a full-blown relationship with one after breaking up with her boyfriend at the end of the year. The high-flying romance has been between Sandra and the plane that she calls Lufiasis.
Hold on. We appreciate that fucking saying right there.
What?
That high-flying relationship.
Romance between Sandra and a plane. I bet that plane is going down on her like there's no fucking business.
Sorry, I know you're trying.
Man, this plane just takes me to the skies and back. Like,
I bet she is
stars are the limit.
I bet she has never come so fucking hard in her entire life.
Yo, I bet she enjoys a cloudy day. Like,
Lufius started in January 2022 after she bought him from a $600 online deal. Sanders said, "I don't know why I love him. I just love him. He is beautiful and my soulmate. He is the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see whenever I go to sleep. I wouldn't have it any other way." The relationship reaches ever new heights with each passing month. And Sanders says she has fallen in love for the first time in her life. Hold on. We are getting to the sex part.
Oh, no.
She says...
no. I didn't want to get there.
Hold on. This plane is giving it to her.
This is taking off.
We cuddled and kissed throughout the night. And
you are clear for landing.
I bet she has to hire somebody from the airport with a fucking orange plane and the high-vis jacket, just like directing the plane into her.
Okay, tell me I'm wrong, but she has to have a fucking landing strip for fucking pubes,
yes.
right? She fucking has
landing
to.
strip. That's what I'm talking about.
She fucking has to.
Bro, if she doesn't, I'll be upset.
Yeah.
I almost want to like do crazy research, message her and be like,
get a whole
follow-up interview?
Yes.
Follow-up interview.
Absolutely.
Screenshot it. I'll fucking mess with her later.
For unrelated reasons.
I need to see your landing script, quote unquote, winky
I'm
face.
telling you, when she bought this plane, it had to have come with like a Lego man or like an actual human being.
Did it come with a Lego man or did it
come with? Let me go ahead and underline that.
Oh God!
Underline that part of the story.
Damn it.
So it had to have somebody with like a high vis jacket and like the traffic cones.
Oh, it's got to.
And it's doing some kind of crazy motion with it. So the article says she has had sex. We cuddle, we kiss throughout the night, and have had sex. I get to do everything with him. I have never felt this with a particular partner before. For the first time in my life, I am in love. I have always liked planes more than the average person. It has never been a problem in any other relationship. I haven't said anything I've never asked. If I go away for a weekend, I make sure to take him with me.
So if
he
they
is
go
always there for me.
So if they go for round 2 and he's not okay with it, does he yell engine 2's down?
Yo, Jake.
Yo, what's up, dude?
You want to get swole?
Yeah.
You want to get tough?
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you about this kick-ass gym called Earn That Given Barbell.
Whoa, how much is it, dude?
It's $30 for a membership for 24/7 access.
What kind of lifting is there?
There's powerlifting and strongman equipment. Check them out at the Dubuque County Fair on July 30th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, you said there was a picture of this. Can I see how big this plane
I
is?
deleted the article already.
God.
It was literally the length of her body.
Good lord.
What?
How was she fucking this thing, dude?
What?
Probably the
Okay,
head
hold on. This
first.
brings me back to like episode 3 or 4
Dude,
of
her
Men of
snatch,
Misfortune.
her snatch has to be like a hanger at this point. You know
Hold
what
on.
I mean? Like,
Episode 3 of Men of Misfortune. Jake, go
Episode
ahead.
3 of Men of Misfortune. This girl was trying to steal a Christmas tree from Walmart. 7 feet,
7'1".
7 feet tall. Tried sticking in her vagina to steal it.
That's
a callback.
She got, like,
yeah,
halfway through.
No, she like 2 feet in and she passed out in the bathroom.
Imagine.
I mean, 2 feet. 2 feet is impressive.
Pretty, I know, but still, I can imagine a fucking airplane.
Oh my god,
That's one hell of a hanger, dude. I'm telling you.
dude, that is wow. That is just wow.
Dude, I couldn't imagine, like, okay, so imagine you make a friend and you start talking to this girl. She's like, yeah, I'm in a pretty serious relationship. And you're like, all right, I'm going to respect that. You know, we're friends. Like, you know, somebody that you work with. Yeah, you know, you respect that. And you start to get to know each other. You're like, so why don't you ever bring your boyfriend out? Like, we go to the bars all the time. Why don't you ever bring your boyfriend out? She's like, well, he's a little busy. And then you go to the house and she pulls out this, like, plane. And she's like, yeah, here he is. This is Michael. And it's like, what?
Dude, or like even worse, like let's say you make friends with this girl, whatever, and he's like, yeah, like why don't you ever bring your boyfriend out and you know, so I can meet him? And she's like, who says he's not already here? Like,
Just straight up inside of her.
He's been here the whole time.
Pulls out the plane, just smells nothing like vagina. Just reeks of vagina. All right, Jake, what we got next?
So a man stabbed his girlfriend in bum because they couldn't agree on pizza.
I'm sorry, pizza?
Pizza. Like
Well, is it pineapple?
Why is that? What? Have you ever stabbed somebody over fucking pineapple pizza?
I've stabbed people over less.
I'm so scared to share a room and or a mic with this man. Go on.
So, okay, so it's in bold letters at the top of the article. It says a judge told the man it would almost be funny if it wasn't so serious, as he jailed him for stabbing his girlfriend in a row for over pizza. Nathaniel Williams, 29, he was in an argument with his girlfriend about where to buy their food. He wanted Pizza Hut, but she wanted Pizza Choice, another pizza chain, I guess. At some point, she went to the kitchen to get a drink, and he went back. And when her back was turned, she felt a small, quote-unquote, small prick on her backside. She felt blood on her hand, and when she turned around, Williams became hysterical, repeatedly saying sorry at their home in Cardiff. He convinced her not to go to the hospital as police would become involved. However, one of the victim's friends came around later after seeing what happened and took her to the hospital. He was arrested and told to stay away from her. However, on December 4th, the victim woke up in the middle of the night as he was standing, or the victim was in the middle of the night and woke up as he was standing at the foot of her bed. He refused to leave her house and she went to her parents and he followed her. After being arrested, he managed to break free from the handcuffs and attacked her. It wasn't so funny. It wasn't so serious. The reporter says, it don't be funny if they were arguing over where to buy pizza, but that led to a young girl being stabbed. You inflicted upon her nasty wound with a knife, as knives were almost always serious, potentially deadly weapons. He was jailed for a year and must not contact for the victim for 5 years. So he stabbed the lady.
I thought I was the dyslexic one. Fucking A.
Yeah, no,
Man.
sorry. It was.
No, you're totally fine.
It was all
Like,
over the place.
The problem I have with this is like the way they worded it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, a small prick.
But
from
you got
behind.
fucking stabbed.
Yeah, but then like later on they're like, yeah, she was straight stabbed. I'm like, wait, what?
Can we have the fact where like he was only jailed for a year for stabbing her?
Seriously. So that's what makes me feel like maybe it was just like a small prick. Like he was like walking up there and just like, I got all this nerve. She's been building this up. She ordered the
Fuck
wrong
this bitch.
fucking pizza. I'm about to fuck her up. And then like halfway through the stroke. It's like, maybe she doesn't deserve it, and
he
sort of touched her.
He was basically like on a restraining order for 5 years and not contact her. So after 5 years, they can go conflicting about pizza places again. But
dude, I'm telling you this much right now. If that happened to me, I was that dude. After my 5 years, I would send her
a pizza,
a pizza
Without
of the
paying for
one that was supposed to be fucking ordered.
like just send it to her
like,
address.
Yes, just like, yo, eat treats. Send this bitch some fucking pizza. This was the right one. Like Dan Marino, fucking Ace Ventura, laces out.
I couldn't imagine what it would be like to have that woman. Like, okay, so she went to the kitchen. She was like, you know what? We're just gonna argue about this all fucking night. I can't decide what the best pizza is. I'm just gonna go and probably check my phone and imagine getting stabbed for the wrong pizza choice.
I mean, I get it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If you're working for Domino's, that'd be all the reason to fucking leave that place.
You're telling me Domino's is inferior?
No, I'm saying
superior. Sorry,
I'm saying like let's say you were like an employee for Domino's and you were delivering a pizza. You show up with the pizza, they open the goods, and they're like, "This is the wrong pizza," and then you get stabbed, and homeboy's like,
I'm a fucking delivery boy.
I didn't even make the fucking thing, bro. Like,
I rode a fucking moped here. I get paid $11 an hour for this shit. Come on.
And this is the joy I fucking get from actually stepping up and delivering this pizza. Jesus Christ, a stab to the fucking.
It's like 30
this
minutes
is my life calling, and you're just gonna like stab me over it.
Michelangelo called. He wants his fucking gig back. Jesus fucking Christ. What kind of Ninja Turtle shit is this?
Like you
Dude.
open the door. Hey, you ordered a large sausage pizza, winky face. I ordered a fucking pepperoni and stab the bitch.
Dude, that's insane though, cause like who doesn't want like the bigger pepperoni slices? Oh, like you just got upgraded from the sausage. You just got upgraded.
Okay, so we got another story. This story is going to be a golden one. Drowned woman turns out to be a headless sex doll.
Wow.
A heroic.
Hold on a second.
What?
That kind of contradicts itself right there.
A lot, actually.
That's one point to that. So
Drowned woman turns out to be a headless sex doll.
Okay, so wait, drowned woman. It was right there.
Yeah.
But turns out to be.
Listen, I don't make the articles. I just read them, all right?
No, I
I
understand that, but I'm just like, I'm on the same page. Because here's what happens. How in the hell are you just going to be like, oh, yeah, she was drowned? Oh, shit, she doesn't have a head. Like,
and she's not real.
Yeah. Like, how did those things go in order in that direction? It doesn't make sense.
It's like blown up boy turns out to be a blue balloon.
Yeah, that doesn't make
same fucking thing.
That was
like,
nice. Those like 3 Bs right in a row. I'm proud of you.
I got you. I'll drink to that.
Okay, so the story goes: a heroic pensioner who was rushed to the aid of the drowned woman was surprised when she turned out to be a headless silicone sex doll. Chris Ford, 67, was searching for driftwood on the beach of Dorset when he thought
when he was searching for driftwood. Do you feel like he got some driftwood?
I feel like there was something going on with this guy, and he probably found something, and he's like, "Yo, I should probably do this every day."
I feel like he made a decision on the bridge, threw the sex doll off, and he's like, "No, I changed my mind."
Yo, this is not the route I need to take right now. This is not the path to Jesus.
Look, I do want a round two. Sorry, come back here.
So Chris Ford, 67, was in search of driftwood on the beach in Dorset when he thought he spotted a dead body from the woman with her bits on show. So obviously she was naked. Again, this is a British news article.
That's fair.
Said the Daily Mirror, "I am always out collecting driftwood after the storm, so fully expected to see a human body one day, but never." Okay, so he expected to see a dead body at some point in time because he does it so much.
He's like, "Yo, I'll tell you what, it's not often, but it happens."
I couldn't imagine being like, "Yo, this is my hobby, and sometimes I see dead people."
Well, welcome to hiking. I mean,
that's why I don't exercise.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Dude,
like,
you exercise, you see dead people.
Bodies.
Thank you.
Oh,
high five.
You guys know yourself.
It's not like we worked together for fucking months. I am always out collecting driftwood after storms, so I fully expected to see human body one day, but never this. Ford said, adding, "Uncertainty made my day."
Yo, hold up.
Yo, hold on. So, come on. If you expect to see a dead body somewhere, you should probably fucking move.
Or you should get a different fucking hobby. I'm just
Not
saying.
to mention, like, I feel like he was upset that it wasn't a real body.
There was probably a part of him that was like, "God damn it, there's nothing I can molest right now."
I haven't had sex in fucking 9 months. I'm getting laid today. Ah, shit, it's a sex doll.
Dude, this is my only hobby. How do I get laid fucking finding wood? Like, how do I do this?
I can't imagine. Like, he's just sitting there just like, oh my God, today's the day. Today's the day. I'm seeing flesh.
I'm seeing some titties.
I'm seeing titties. Oh, fuck me. It's not real? Are you serious?
Okay.
My head's missing again. God damn it.
Yeah, they
again.
I couldn't fucking picture what that would be like for him. But it that kind of hobby, like any kind of hobby where it involves like walking in the park, any kind of bullshit in the middle.
The only walking I do is to the fridge to get a beer.
You know what? And that's what makes you great.
Thank you.
Bro, how have you not trained your dog to do that for you?
My dog is pretty fucking stupid.
Why? Why do you say that?
Dude, he'll bark at like leaves and shit in the backyard, and then we'll come inside because there's leaves outside.
Is that a problem for you?
Yeah.
Why is that a problem for you?
He barks, her dog barks, neighbor dog barks, everyone fucking barks, and I have to fucking hear it.
Are you sure you're not like living with werewolves? Because that sounds like a werewolf problem.
Have you seen my fucking dog?
No.
You have actually. You were there when I picked him out of the shelter.
I did help. Yes, that was me.
I mean, honestly, I can see that you're broken, so I'm pretty sure your dog can see that you're broken. He's probably just like, man, everybody leaves. I'm going to bark at these fuckers.
No. I'm going to shit directly
my dog is fully broken.
I cannot wait to shit
fully
on this
stupid.
floor when this dude fucking leaves his house right now.
What happened the other day?
Okay, so I got a new story for you. I got 2 more stories, and we'll probably call it a day. We probably will do speed run. You want to do one and then speed round? Is that what you guys want to do?
Fuck it.
I'm
Okay.
okay with speed.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you fucking are. This story is going to be painful for the male population. Teen gets bizarre object stuck in penis after awkward curiosity. A teenage boy in the UK has undergone emergency surgery after accidentally lodging a USB cable into his penis.
Oh, a USB? What end?
The whole thing.
Wow.
The whole cord and everything?
What?
Yeah, according to studies published in Neurology Cases reports, the 15-year-old boy was triggered by sexual curiosity and inserted the wire into his urethra. The cable became lodged in the teenage scrotum like an electric catheter. The 15-year-old tried to remove it himself but failed, leaving both ends protruding from his genitals. So he had
both ends in there?
Both?
I think he had one in there and the other one was stuck.
I don't care which end's in there. The fuck?
He's like, oh no, the first one's stuck. I'm gonna use the other end to pull it out.
They're gonna pry the opening open to fucking get the bigger side out. I don't know.
Oh my god.
The team was taken to a University College hospital in London after he started urinating blood. Holy shit, I'm going to show you this whole cable. According to the report, when he arrived at the hospital, he asked to be examined by a doctor without his mother, where he confessed that he inserted the cable into his urethra to measure the length of his penis, triggered by sexual curiosity. Further x-rays revealed that the wire from the USB cable had knotted within his urethra, so it got bunched up in there.
Okay, so he found out that there was 3 to 4 inches inside your body of penis, right? He wanted to get the entire
Who says 3 to 4? Maybe this dude was fucking hung.
No. There's 3 to 4 inches inside your body, not including outside your body. So he wanted to get the full length to impress the girl he's with. He wanted to be above average. He goes, yo, I'm not fucking 3 or 4. I'm 9 or 10.
You think he like used it as like Pinocchio, like he was trying to make it move in like a TikTok video or something?
Well, hold up. Okay, so you said it got like knotted up, right?
Yeah, no.
Like,
wait till you see this fucking thing.
is this like a flex? You know, like that whole thing where like you put a cherry stem in your mouth and like you can tie it into a knot.
What is this? I can charge your fucking cell phone while we fuck?
Well, no, but
Dude,
like
that'd be
I'd be
wild.
saying just like, yo, look at what my dick can do. I can tie this shit into a knot. What do you think I'm gonna do to your insides? Oh God, my insides.
What?
Okay.
Please tell me the picture you're about to show me is just the cable, not the dong.
No, it's just the cable. I'm
Thank
going to show
God.
everybody. Surgeons had to
Damn,
make
I
an
was kind of
incision.
hoping the other way.
You know what?
Shucks.
Not everybody can get what you want, all right? You fucking weird
That's
freak.
fair. That's
Surgeons had to make an incision in the region between his genitals and anus to remove the cord. That's how fucking deep it went in. Doctors removed the knotted end through the hole, first cutting it free from the rest of the wire before removing the remaining parts throughout the penis. The teenager was discharged from the hospital the following day with no short-term complications, although he is required to monitoring in the future. According to the report, the most common reason for inserting foreign objects into the body are sexual curiosity, sexual practices after intoxication, and mental health disorders such as borderline schizophrenia and bipolar personality disorder.
Okay, so anyone with sexual curiosity who has not put things in their penis, say
oh my
aye.
God, the whole
Aye.
thing. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
That whole
The
thing.
whole thing. I'll show you the X-ray.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
I'm about to show you guys the
That's
X-ray.
like a 10-foot cord.
That is.
Yeah, and it knotted up inside of him.
That's a lot.
Okay, for one, how did the cord not
The whole thing was inside
Why
of him.
is it all the way over by the? Wait, hold up. That doesn't make any sense. It's all the way over by the femur.
Dude, he shoved the whole thing inside. Like, you have
Like,
to
dude,
understand.
if you
your
touched
urethra.
if you touched your hip, you probably could have like felt the cord.
Probably.
That is wow.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty disturbing to say the least.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine what the fuck that's like.
Dude, what the shit?
The whole thing went inside of him, man. The whole fucking thing. Like, I don't know what kind of sexual curiosity you have to get out of this
Dude,
whole
he's trying to
situation.
charge his phone in his back pocket while his dick is plugged into a wall.
I bet it was. Yeah, I bet it was like literally something that he was like, you know what? I can't wait to do. I can't wait to shove this like through my dick and out my ass. So when I'm fucking my old lady, like it's charging her phone at the
For
same
one,
time.
those don't line up at all. And two, I've never ever been that
when did
curious.
you take human anatomy?
Do your penis and your butthole line up?
Maybe. You ever shit out your dick?
Yo,
Do we
that,
need- do we
that's
need to-
that's actually a thing. You
Yeah.
should.
It's actually a fucking thing.
It actually
There's
is.
no fucking way.
No, that is a thing.
All right, so
Gonna go on my
You,
phone
you
for a
need to
second.
be sensitive towards this topic because it's hot.
it's
Just
hot.
like-
It's
yeah,
a hot
just-
topic.
It's a hot topic.
If I look out, shitting
It's a
on
lot
your
like
dick,
the mall.
If I
to be
look
honest.
out shitting on your dick on your phone, do I need incognito?
Yes, but
Absolutely.
Google's already tracking that, so it doesn't really
Absolutely.
fucking matter. So, all right, to end this round, we're gonna do speed round really quick. We're gonna do a one-time thing. I am a billionaire, and I'm going to buy the worst horror attraction, haunted house that you guys have. I want to hear like your worst fucking ideas. This is what's gonna make me buy it, and I want reasonable fucking horrible things within reason.
Yo, I got you.
All right, Jake, you go first. Then
It's
Riley.
just you and a fucking list of people you have to call.
From what? Like,
You have to call and order food. You have to call and talk to your boss. You have to call and talk to a lawyer. You have to call and talk to your mother-in-law.
about what though?
Just talking on the phone is terrifying. How many times besides today when you were outside this house, sorry, that I
Been here
talked to you
all
on the
day.
phone?
5 whole seconds.
Exactly. I
Fine.
hate talking to the phone.
5 whole seconds. All right,
Talking on
Riley.
the phone is terrifying.
What is your biggest fucking horror nightmare? Like, if you were to buy a haunted house, what is the biggest attraction you're gonna have that's gonna make me want to buy this? I'm talking like worst.
I would have to see like some straight up poltergeist shit happening, like chairs flying through fucking walls and like I don't know, like the house just like destroying itself until I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Like that would be my breaking point.
Pretty good. What about you, man?
So mine's not necessarily like a house.
It's got to be a haunted house, man. It's got to be something that I could fucking physically see. I want the most fucked up thing possible in a haunted house.
So
besides a dead body, because those are already a common
what
thing.
if it's a whole ass vibe of like anywhere that you drive, you just have a pissed off police officer following you everywhere.
Does he have his lights on the entire time?
No.
And you have to pull over every 5 seconds?
No. He has his lights on the entire time, but you don't know whether to pull over or not. Every time you get into your car, boom. He's just there.
Okay,
following
as a
you.
man with no
The
license,
same one, though?
I get that.
The same cop? Is it a different cop or is it just a random cop?
You know what? I think a random cop will be worse.
I think
because if it was the same guy, you'd be like, fuck this motherfucker. But now it's like multiple people coming at you, just like, man, they're really trying to fuck me.
So I would have to go with yours. If I was a billionaire and I would have to buy your idea for a haunted house, like a haunted house ride. But I honestly think that if it was the same cop, every fucking day following me, knows my schedule. The second I get into my car, the lights are going on.
Oh, they talk to each other. It's a different cop every time, but they talk like it's a whole squad. Like they have a whole division just to like follow you. And just to make it a haunted house story, you're in a motorhome. You're in like one of those fucking RVs or whatever the fuck. They're just following you around your own ass fucking home. And
so you're Walter White in this situation, and you just have cops.
Yeah,
constantly
pretty
following
much.
you.
Like basically the entire fucking thing is like you cannot break any fucking rules at any given fucking point, and you will do like life for any infraction.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with yours, man. I feel like that one's pretty fucking intense. Yeah.
Okay, so
because fuck rules, right?
Can we go back to the whole like pooping out your penis? I'm on my phone.
He's still fucked up about it.
I'm on an article right now because I didn't believe it.
You looked it up?
I did.
Oh my god, why'd you look it up?
Yeah,
because I'm
there
curious,
have been,
dude.
There have been people that have pooped out their penis.
Okay, so here's a guy. A man began to poop out his penis and experienced rectal ejaculation and to seek medical attention.
We fucking covered this already.
No. Did you? I don't know. But this dude
Men of Misfortune did.
I'm on that show, dipshit.
This is that show.
But like, the doctors ruled out possible infections, tuberculosis, inflammatory bowel disease. The man denied having any suffered rectal trauma penetration, but he was pooping out of his penis and coming out of his ass.
Yeah, we covered that story.
I was on the fucking show for majority of the time. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that happens. That's a medical fucking thing.
So, going on the like this weird dyslexic trifecta that we're doing right now. Random fucking fact for you, buddy. I just want to fuck with your mind just a little bit.
Perfect.
The same cartilage that is in your nose is the exact same cartilage that's in your dick.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And with that knowledge, we're going to go ahead and sign off here with Jake puzzled as fuck. We are the Men of Misfortune. If you guys like our podcast, please go ahead and subscribe, follow, rate and review. We're on all the platforms that you get your podcast from. If you guys like us, send us to your fans or your friends, family,
and fans.
Yeah, if you have fans, go ahead and fucking send it to us.
Yeah,
I mean, or send it to them. We're fucking here.
Fuck
President
your
accounted
show,
for.
Corinne Marr Show.
We got fucking ranked 228 on fucking Apple Podcasts for comedy podcasts. So that we're
under 200.
We're trying to get to under 200 for shows. I mean, we're booking on it. We're so glad that Ben was able to join us for this episode. I fucking love Ben, and I'm glad he was able to be here, a part of this.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, always listen to Mom.